How's the break?
Yeah, it was good. It's always good to get it's more of a mental freshen up rather than a physical freshen up. Just that constant grind day in, day out of coming into the club. It's good to have a couple of days off and just to refresh your mind and sort of really set ourselves for the second half of the year. It's going to be a big second half. So.
You needed it?
I think the older you get, the more you need it. So 11th season now, and yeah, once you get to that midpoint of the year, you've sort of been going since November, pretty solid. It is good just to get a little mental freshen up, just from meetings and these sorts of things. But you try and keep the body ticking, and yeah, it's sort of more a mental freshen up rather than anything. So.
Did you get out of town at all? Any of the other guys?
Yeah, a few of the boys got away. You know, there's a few boys head down south for a couple of days, and yeah, a couple of boys went back home to Melbourne. I had a few commitments here, so I just hang around. But yeah, like I said, it's more of a mental freshen up rather than we don't like to term it as a break, you know. So yeah.
150 this week. What does this moment mean to you, given everything that's sort of gone over the last 2 years as well?
Yeah, it sort of crept up on me a little bit, but now that it's here, it's I suppose a good time to reflect on sort of where you've come from, and when you think about your career, it sort of feels like it goes like that, and you hear the older guys say it when they're coming towards the end and when they retire, but you don't really pay attention to it when you're like that. But yeah, it feels like it's gone pretty fast. If I think about specific moments, I think about when I first got here and I was 17. That feels like an eternity ago. So yeah, I suppose it's a really good achievement. It's something I look back on. But at the moment, we've got bigger fish to fry, so yeah.
It's been an interesting career for yourself, you know, like on the fringes a couple of times throughout the years, another contract, career revitalised, injuries. Yeah,
there's been a few ebbs and flows along the way. Yeah, obviously I've been delisted, picked back up on a rookie list, so it's sort of gone up and down. Yeah, I suppose that makes it a little bit more special that I've got there. Yeah, I suppose sort of qualify for life membership at the football club. You spend more than a decade in your whole sort of adult life at a football club. You'd like to think you're going to be sort of around for forever. So yeah, it's good.
What was the turning point in your career?
Yeah, I suppose there's been a few. There's been a couple of sliding doors. Sort of when I was delisted, when I was sort of 18, after a couple of years on the list, could have gone either way there. So it's probably a turning point. But then yeah, even a couple of years ago when I was sort of looking to maybe get traded or moved along, yeah, I suppose you could consider that a turning point. But yeah, I'd like to think all the way along the journey I've worked pretty hard, and I'm not sort of most talented guy going around, so I've had to work pretty hard for everything I've got. So yeah.
You've mentioned previously how much this club means to you. Was it a reality that you may have been moving after Mark Harvey?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, this club, I've been here since I was a kid. I don't really know anything else. It's been my whole life, so I never really wanted to leave, and I'm just glad that didn't happen. And yeah, I'm glad to be here now.
Did you think about the prospects of what you might have had to go through?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, all those sort of things go through your mind. Yeah, it'd be silly not to if you just sort of don't think about what's going to happen in the future. So yeah, all those prospects were going through my mind. But yeah, I'm just glad I'm here now. And once Ross walked through the door, he gave me real good confidence I was going to be around and there was going to be a role for me. And yeah, so I've just been working on that.
This group that you got at Freo, do you sense something special building?
Oh yeah. I do. It's I mean, you always go into the seasons like really confident because you know how much work you've done, and like whenever anyone asks me like whether we're going to win or whatever, I always say yes. Like I never ever think we're going to lose because I know how much work goes in to every game and every season. So, and this season's no different. I feel like we've put in so much effort and so much hard time and so much work. I feel like it's something, but I always think that. So it's hard to tell. Yeah.
I think a lot of people have been saying you've got a slightly easier second half than your first half of the year.
Yeah.
Is it important to lock in now? Would you say the second half is the real test when the sides probably aren't going as well, but you guys still have to concentrate fully?
Yeah, I think some of the results in other games have shown that if you're not mentally switched on for every game or just any sort of lapse, you're going to lose. The competition's so tight. So there are no easy games of AFL football, I can guarantee you that. So yeah, it's just about switching on every game and making sure that we mentally turn up. We're all about making sure we just move from session to session, training session to training session, then to game. There's sort of no looking ahead, and sort of train how we play. So we'll concentrate and get ready for our training session tomorrow as much as we would for our game on Saturday. So
you sense his life membership list isn't hugely long at Fremantle.
Yeah.
Is there a sense of you guys, this generation, being able to take the club to the next level? You're all sort of, there's 3 or 4 of you now on the life membership list.
Yeah.
It's a pretty experienced squad.
Yeah.
I haven't seen before. So is this, you guys, accept that challenge of taking the club to the next level?
Oh, I mean, well, we want the club to get to the next level, isn't it? So yeah, that's the challenge we want to accept. It's been good going through. Like there's guys like Dave Mundy and Michael Johnson and Guy and sort of Paul Duffield, a couple of guys again I'm like close. And yeah, it's strange. Like you grew up, like we were kids when we got here, and we've sort of gone through the whole way together. So it'd be great to achieve the ultimate together. Yeah.
Is this the most exciting Fremantle group that you've been a part of in your time with the club?
Yeah, it's a hard question to say. I mean, you get asked it a fair bit lately, but it's a really exciting group. We've got a lot of exciting players. 2006 we played in a prelim, we had a couple of kicks off a grand final. That was pretty exciting too. But yeah, we've got an exciting list, but yeah, there's a lot of water going to the bridge before we do anything. Yeah.
Ryan, have you thought about what you're going to do post footy life?
Yeah, I've got a few ideas. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm right into my food and that sort of stuff. So just sort of maybe I'm doing some bit of restaurant critiquing and stuff at the moment, which is I'd love to get involved in that sort of thing. So yeah, there you go.
Is Pavlich and Malters right to go this week?
Mate, you guys are probably know more than me. It's kind of strange because when the guys are injured, they're away from the group a lot. Just talked to Sonny downstairs there, and we were just sort of joking around. We didn't really talk about it, but I think they're tracking along well, and you'll see them in the next couple of weeks anyway. Yeah.
Be a nice boost for when you get these guys back, and even Sandy in the next couple of weeks, whenever that may be.
Oh, they're all quality players, and yeah, they're going to enhance any team they're in, aren't they? So yeah, it'll be good. It's good to see it's just competition for spots, and like every single position's almost got some really good competition. So yeah, it's good.